Last month, a judge released Robert Sanza after 11 months in jail. Now, San Francisco police tell the ABC 7 News I-team that he is the suspect in several auto burglaries just last week.
And Dan Noyes is here with the latest on a case he's been covering. Dan.
Well, Amma and Dan, this case points out why it is so difficult to crack down on car break-ins. Robert Sanza has a history of running from police, even crashing into their cars, injuring officers and a civilian. This afternoon, I saw him in court facing new charges. SFPD sources tell the I-team 27-year-old Robert Sanza is suspected in several auto burglaries last week, and that this past Saturday evening, a plainclothes team watched as he picked up a juvenile who had been breaking into cars at the Palace of Fine Arts and followed them to Oakland, where officers had to use spike strips to make an arrest. Some of Sanza's past victims are not surprised.
What do you say? Surprise, surprise, surprise. I mean, I think we had this discussion a while ago that you keep doing the same thing, you expect you're going to get the same results.
Sanza is charged with receiving or buying stolen property, accessory after the fact, possession of a firearm by a felon. It had a large capacity magazine, possession of ammunition, concealed firearm in a vehicle. The Olagueses came to San Francisco from Indiana for a wedding a year ago when Sanza broke into their car, stealing cash, a $1,200 iPad, a $3,500 laptop. They were disappointed the judge let Sanza out of jail after 11 months, especially because he was convicted of breaking into two other vehicles, including an SFPD bait car.
Crime thrives where you allow it. Until the people of San Francisco started having, not supporting these judges and DAs, mayors that are allowing these criminals to go free, I don't think you're going to have a change.
Over the past 5 years, Sanza has been arrested more than a dozen times. He has convictions for car burglary, grand theft, hit and run, shoplifting, domestic violence, and more. Sanza has a history of breaking into cars and running from police. In February of 2022, he ran over an officer's foot with a stolen car at the Japantown garage. Less than 3 months later, he rammed into two patrol cars, injuring officers, damaging several houses, and a civilian's car before police caught him in Chinatown after a foot race.
I too am disappointed.
That's District Attorney Brooke Jenkins in August, expressing frustration with the judge who let Sanza out after 11 months in jail. And today her office released a new statement. Not everyone changes their behaviors after being criminally convicted. We will do our job and do everything we can to ensure that he faces consequences for these new alleged crimes. The public defender's office entered a plea of not guilty for Sanza and emailed me. We know that police reports may capture a moment in time, but it takes evidence and investigation to understand the bigger picture of what may have happened to avoid unjust outcomes. One other note on an auto burglary case that the I-team has been following. In October, hidden cameras set up by YouTube star Mark Rober caught Charvel Augustine smashing and grabbing twice. The same night, SFPD officers say they saw him breaking into several other cars. Just 3 days before those hidden cameras caught Augustine, a judge had released him on a different auto burglary case. This week, Augustine also appeared in San Francisco Superior Court wearing an ankle monitor for a hearing that set the date for a hearing that will set the date for a trial in the car break-ins from last year. And now back on the Sanza case. I asked Judge Harry Jacobs to discuss his handling of Sanza's last case. He said the Code of Ethics prevents him from commenting on a pending or impending proceeding in any court. One final note, Robert Sanza has another court date in Contra Costa County next week. He will be arraigned for fleeing a police officer with reckless driving and resisting arrest there. So court action across the bay as well.
What'd you say, a dozen arrests in the last?
More than that over the past 5 years.